So last week you each came up with your own tagline. Remember, taglines are the trendy way to market your concern with a few carefully selected, catchy, head-turning words. Okay, so there's three different ways that you're going to be working with your tagline. And you'll have to choose the one that best matches the way that your tagline is. The first one is if your tagline includes words like is, a, of, for, the, you'll want to do the first example, which you see at the top. And you'll want to go to 1 minute and 15. In the second example, you want to look at your tagline, and if it's just 3 words, such as donate, give, support, then you want to do the second example here, which you'll find at 5 minutes. And then the last example, for just a few of you, if you have the word to in your tagline, then go to the third example, which is at 8:30. In this exercise, you're going to do a tagline that uses a form of a small cap. Our first example is taking your tagline and picking the words that are not important. Those are the words like the, of, is, a, an, to, for, by, and making them smaller. And then having your other words much larger. So let's look. What is your tagline? This is your model. You will switch in your tagline for where we see this tagline. And the first thing that you do is it's important to keep everything in uppercase or caps. And I'll just type each word separately. And as I'm typing each word separately, I'm just going to start with the first 3 words that I have. Remember, you want your tagline to be less than, I believe it's 5 to 6 words. So the is here, let's zoom in so we can actually see what's going on, is the least important word. So we're going to make it smaller. How small? About the size of your X height to your cap height. Now, also it's important what typeface you use. Remember, you can only mix 2 typefaces together. Remember, you can only mix 2 different typefaces together, and it's best to mix all typefaces, modern, slab, decorative, with a sans serif typeface. And then I'm going to go tag, and here I'm actually going to put the words together. Alright. Now that I have everything typed, I've made my is smaller. My bottom text can be larger. Or, of course, so that it's justified. And justified means the text goes from one side, lines up on one side, on the left, as well as the right. What is your tagline? And the last thing that we need to do, and let's zoom in to do that, is we need to create a bar here. And the bar is dictated by the serifs or the bar on the H or the A, and that means that it will have the same proportion in thickness as your letters, and it won't look out of place. And the last thing is if you like, you can always add punctuation to your tagline, a question mark, an exclamation point. It's not necessary, but if you do, Notice that I'm going to extend it across the whole line, not just on the one letter. Okay, but now say your word doesn't contain an is. Let's say your phrase is, what's your tagline? And notice that I don't have one of those inconsequential words. If you don't have an is, an and, maybe you're just three words like help, support, donate. You'll need to come in and pick one of the vowels, go to your character, make it smaller first. So right now I'm 30, so let's go to 21. Since I had 30, I'm going to go like the 21. And then here, and then go to character. And then the baseline shift, we're going to shift it up. And the number should get larger. I'll do that with the same. Character, and again, we'll set the baseline up. Now, again, the thickness of the bar will be determined by here the H, and I can hold the Op key. What? I'm just going to copy it over. And to make it easier, notice how I don't have to reset it if I use my text by copying it, making it a lot easier on myself. And sometimes you have to arrange things. What's your... Pick only one letter, vowel. Pick only one vowel in each word to do. The only time on what's that I picked both is because we had an apostrophe, and apostrophes will always be in the subcap. Right. And then the last idea you can have is if you have the letter to, T-O. You can always replace that with the letter give to give as a design issue. So those are your three ways that you're going to do your tagline. Remember, the first one is taking your smaller, inconsequential words, is, and, in, of, and putting small cap to them, and doing it on 2 lines. The second one is if you just have 3 words or 4 words, donate, give, support, to take one letter in each word and use it and make it a subcap. Or the last one is if you have the word to in your tagline. You can always replace that with a letter. So you have 3 choices. You're going to pick the one that matches with your tagline.